I'm going to be ranking every single endgame and invincible card in NBA 2K23 My Team. We have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to D tier. And like I said, we have every single invincible and endgame card currently in my team on this tier list. And I'll be ranking them from S tier all the way down to D. So let me know in the comment section down below which are your guys' favorite invincibles or endgame cards currently in my team. And of course, let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. But looking at the first invincible slash endgame card is going to be LaMelo Ball. I think he's probably going to be in B tier. Still a really good offensive point guard, 6'7" at the 1, 6'10" wingspan. Obviously going to be an invincible card, so 99 every single stat damn near. Has a really good jump shot. Probably the best thing about LaMelo is going to be that release. He's got a top tier jump shot, easy to green with. And I will say LaMelo Ball is still a top tier point guard. And the reason why he's in B tier is because there's just so many other great invincible and endgame cards in my team. For example, Anthony Davis, I think, is probably C tier. Not a bad card at all. Like, he's still an invincible. I don't think anybody on this tier list, I just want to say right away, I don't think anybody in this tier list is necessarily a bad card. Even if I'm putting them in C tier or D tier, I'm just ranking them based on, each invincible. So S tier being the best invincibles in the game and D tier being the worst invincibles. But those worst invincibles doesn't mean they're necessarily bad cards. They're just going to be worse of the invincibles. They're basically just going to be the worst of the invincible cards, which are the best cards of my team pretty much. But yeah, Anthony Davis, a 6'10" power forward, 7'2" wingspan. He does give you good defense. Like, he gets great animations in game on the defensive end, but his jump shot's a little bit baited and a little bit slow, and he's only 6'10" at power forward, so I do think AD gonna be in C tier. Paolo Banchero, I'm gonna put in S tier. I mean, he's an endgame card, so he's gonna legit have the perfect badges, perfect stats, right? He's 6'10" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan, so he still has that size to play the small forward position. 100 defensive tendency, 100 inside finishing tendencies like flashy dunk, driving dunk, and standing dunk, so the card's maxed out tendencies wise. And then also does have that super fast and overpowered jump shot with the KPJ Bay Sadiq Bay upper on very quick timing. Is probably the fastest jump shot in my team right now. He's also got the tray fade. He's got the best dribble sigs in the game, the best dunk packages. I mean, for an endgame invincible card tier list, I do think he's going to be an S tier. Larry Bird, I'm going to go A tier. Still a really top tier small forward in the game. Like, he's still up there with some of the best small forwards in my team, like Paolo Banchero, 6'9" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan. The main thing about Larry Bird is they did change his jump shot and gave him a way better release with that Eric Paschall base. Kevin Love upper on very quick timing is actually a solid jump shot. Not anything overpowered or glitchy, but a good release in the game, especially for a Larry Bird card. And then he's got the best fade in the game, which is the tray fade. He's got the Steve Francis size up, the Curry escape, Dame behind the back, really good dunk packages with the quick drops off one and the front clutches. And then he's also got maxed out defensive tendencies. So they really souped up Larry Bird, and I do think he's going to be an A tier invincible slash endgame card. Invincible LeBron, I'ma also put in A tier. I think that's actually a fair spot for LeBron. Like, bias aside, I think that's actually a fair spot for LeBron, because I do think he's going to be better than most of the cards in B tier. I'm not going to gas it and be biased and put him in S, but I do think, like honestly, legit, I would put LeBron in A tier, even if I wasn't a fan of LeBron. I just think he's still an A tier invincible card because he's 6'9" at shooting guard, 7-foot wingspan. And we know LeBron's going to be one of the best defensive shooting guards in the game, has a pretty good jump shot and some very solid dribble sigs. And we know LeBron, Giannis, those type of players just get those crazy animations in game. So I think LeBron's going to be in that A tier category. Cade, I'm gonna also go high A tier, but I could honestly see Cade being in the S tier category. I think he's the best invincible point guard, 6'8" at the 1, 7'1" wingspan. They gave him a new and improved jump shot with the D Mitch base, Oscar Robertson upper on very quick timing. Is actually a really good jump shot for Cade. He's still got really good dribble sigs with the Kyle Lowry size up, the tray escape, Dame behind the back. He's got the quick drops off one, he's got the front clutches, pretty solid defensive tendencies. The card's got the size, he can defend, he can play make, shoot threes, handle the ball, drive to the basket. He can do everything you need from a point guard, and I think he's for sure going to be at least an A tier, but I could honestly see Cade being in S tier. Now, Carmelo Anthony, this is a tricky one. Do you go high B tier alongside the other LaMelo Ball, or do you go A tier for Carmelo? I like LeBron a little bit more because of his ability to be a better small forward. I still think I'll give Carmelo A tier, but I might move him down to B because we got to have some cards in B tier. But yeah, Carmelo's still a really good offensive shooting guard, has that super quick jump shot, and also the best dribble sigs in the game. Kristaps, easy S tier, one of the best invincible and endgame cards in the game. I mean, he's 7'3" at the power forward position, 7'6" wingspan, still has that knockdown release with the Kristaps base, Kristaps upper on very quick timing. Is actually a really good jump shot for a power forward. And then also with Kristaps now being an invincible, he's gonna have that speed, he's gonna have that defense that he was really missing on his previous dark matter version from the 16-bit set. So I think for sure with the stat upgrades, the badges upgrade, and the ability to actually put the ball on the court, because he does have, you know, the DeMar size up and the John Wall escape, so actually some solid dribble sigs, you know, for a 7'3" power forward card. So I do think he's going to be an S tier. Stephen Curry, obviously going to be in D tier, a really fun point guard to use. He's just 6'3", and once again, this is what I was talking about earlier. I don't think Invincible Curry is a bad card whatsoever. I just think compared to the other Invincibles, he's gonna have to be in the D tier category. Evan Mobley, I think personally one of the most slept on invincible cards in the game. I think he's such a good power forward. He gives you that defense, that size. He's got such a quick jump shot with the Montrezl Harrell base, Sadiq Bey upper on very quick timing. He's got good dribble sigs, amazing defensive tendencies. Like, I think Mobley for sure is an A tier invincible card. Endgame KD, we all know is going to be an S tier. I mean, another endgame card alongside Paolo Banchero. They're pretty much the exact same card, except that Kevin Durant can play shooting guard. He's also 6'10", but then does have a 7'4" wingspan. And I think KD is the best invincible. I mean, there's only two in the game. Only two in the game as I'm recording this. Obviously, we are getting Bill Russell on Friday, and he'll be, he'll be the third endgame, and then I'm sure there'll be tons of endgames and packs, and maybe in the Season 8 reward card section. So these are the two endgames in the two endgames in the game currently, and I think KD is the best. I mean, he's 6'10" at shooting guard. He's got that Sazy. He's got the same crazy animations, just like Paolo Banchero, and I think for sure is going to be in that S tier category. Looking at Giannis, do you go C or do you go B tier? I think Giannis is still a really good small forward. He gives you that size. It's just there's so many good invincibles. I'm gonna go B tier. I'm gonna go B tier for now, but then you also gotta put a card like, Jabari Smith Jr. in the B tier category, because he's 6'10" at small forward, very similar height, player model, wingspan to a card like Giannis, but then he's actually got a really good jump shot with the JT Thor base, Donovan Mitchell upper on very quick timing, is actually a great jump shot, and then he's also got the Curry sigs, the Curry size up, and the Curry escape, which is gonna be really nice to have on a great offensive 6'10" small forward. So I do think Jabari Smith Jr. gonna be in that B tier category. Jalen Williams is a tricky one. I honestly don't think this card's good at all, compared to the other invincible cards in the game. I'm gonna go C tier for Jalen, but I could honestly see him being in D tier. He's only 6'6" at shooting guard, 6'9" wingspan, so not the tallest at his position, a tad bit undersized. You take a look at his stats, badges, obviously yes, those are going to be amazing, but his jump shot is very mediocre. I think it's an okay release, nothing crazy. His sigs are mid at best. Like, they're just decent sigs. Like, if this card came out as the first invincible, yeah, sure, he would be solid, but now that he came out and there's already 20 plus invincible cards in the game, I just think he's going to be in C tier. Jokic, I'm gonna go B. If you guys don't know, he doesn't have the invincible card art, so some people might not know, people might not know why do I have Jokic on this tier list, and it's because, with his 4th playoff Evo for winning Finals MVP, they pretty much made him an invincible card. 55 Hall of Fame badges, which is what every single invincible card has in the game. He's got almost 99 every single stat, everything above a 97, pretty much most at a 98 or 99. So yeah, Jokic is an invincible card. I just don't know why they didn't give him the card art, especially for being like a Finals MVP. They could have made like a really cool card art with maybe him holding the Finals MVP trophy or something like that. But 2K being lazy didn't give him that card art. But I do think for an invincible card tier list, I think he's probably going to be in B tier. Kawhi Leonard, I'm gonna go A tier as well. I think I'm gonna move Carmelo down to B. I love that Carmelo Anthony card. There's just got to be some guys in B tier, and I think for right now he's probably the worst card in A. But yeah, Kawhi Leonard, such a good defensive shooting guard and does have a pretty good jump shot, so a really good 3-and-D shooting guard in Kawhi Leonard. Invincible Shaq, no question, going to be in the S tier category. One of the best invincible or endgame cards in my team. He's 7'1" at the 4. He's now got a really good jump shot with the Montrezl Harrell base, John Wall upper on very quick timing. He's got the Garland size up, the Kobe escape, so he can move pretty well. And it's Shaq. He's got one of the best player models in the game. He's super fast and super dominant down low. Walker Kessler is underrated too. I'm gonna go B tier for Walker Kessler. I think he's an underrated power forward. He plays good defense. He's got the Chris Bosh base and the John Wall upper on very quick timing, so has a pretty good jump shot for a power forward and is going to give you elite level defense. Now Kobe, once again, I think is a really good invincible card. I think he's a really good point guard, and I think he's very fun to use in game. I'm just kind of have to put some cards in C tier, right? I have to put somebody in C, you know, besides Anthony Davis and Jalen Williams to kind of balance out the tier list. And I think if I were to put Kobe in C and B tier, him or Jokic would probably be the worst invincible cards. So I'm gonna go Kobe in C tier for now, but let me know where you guys would put Kobe. Would you throw him in B tier or A tier? A really fun point guard, like I said. He's 6'6" at the 1. You know, he's got a solid jump shot, decent dribble sigs. I'm just not the biggest fan of that jump shot personally, but I know a lot of people do like that release. So I think Kobe gonna be like in that C or B tier range. Magic Johnson, I think, is slightly better than Kobe just because he's 6'9" with a 7-foot wingspan and a better player model. So he's going to give you that elite level defense. Zion Williamson also going to be in C tier. I do like this card at small forward. I think he's quick, he's athletic, he can drive to the paint, has a good jump shot. He's just only 6'7" at that small forward position. MJ, I think, is going to be alongside LaMelo, a really good invincible point guard. He can drive to the rim, he's got a great jump shot. I just don't know if you could put him alongside Cade. Scottie Pippen, I'm going to also go B, maybe C tier. I mean, I do like Pippen a lot just because of his defense. He's a great on-ball defender. I think he's just a slightly worse version of LeBron or Kawhi Leonard, but a really good invincible card in Scottie Pippen. Kareem, I'm gonna go probably high B tier for Kareem. I think his defense is top tier. He's 7'2", 7'5" wingspan, can play the power forward position. Really good defender. He's got a great player model in game. I just think there's going to be some better invincible cards. Russell Westbrook, I'm gonna go in D tier alongside Curry. They're just the two undersized invincible point guards in the game. Really fun cards to use. I just think compared to the other invincible cards, gonna have to be the two worst. Tatum, I'm also going B tier alongside Jabari Smith Jr. Very similar small forwards in the game. Tatum pretty much does everything you need from a small forward. Victor Wembanyama, easily going to be in that S tier category. I mean, he's 7'5" at small forward, 8-foot wingspan, and one of the most broken glitchy cards in the game, and is probably one of the best cards in my team history. So Victor Wembanyama obviously going to be an S tier. Dominique Wilkins, I'm also throwing C tier. He's just a taller Russell Westbrook. And then Invincible T-Mac, I think, rounds out our tier list and the S tier category. So I want to move a couple cards into the A tier category. I think I'm gonna go Carmelo number 1. Still has that really good jump shot. And I do think I'm also gonna go either MJ or Kareem, and I'm gonna go MJ. I actually really do like MJ as a point guard. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my endgame and invincible card tier list, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.